What is up, guys? Welcome to another JPerkins689S Plays Madden 17 stream. Today, as you might already tell, we're alone. We don't have John, Jonah, or Bo on right now, and we're going to play this game. And I didn't do it because, I don't like them being on and talking to me during it, because I definitely do. But I figured, Bo has an injury. He had to get a wart frozen off, so he's not probably going to play for a while. And I just wanted to get this game out of the way because by the looks of it, we're actually going to look to make sure, but by the looks of it, there's a chance if we win this game, we win the division and make the playoffs, which I think I'm making the playoffs anyway, and winning the division. So we'll see who the Falcons play. The Falcons actually play the Rams, who are a good team. So Falcons lose that game, we beat the Saints. We win the division and make the playoffs. Yeah, so Paxton Lynch is making good waves. We've signed, who did we sign? We signed Robbie Anderson, a wide receiver, Sharon Peak, a receiver, and we signed Blake Countess from the practice squad just because he was way too good to be on our practice squad. It was just one of those things where I didn't like him being on the practice squad because he was by far my best practice squad player, so I got rid of an old, strong safety. We'll actually go over. You see, he's a 69 rated, like, he should have been on my team, so we got rid of, it was like a 71 rated, like 32-year-old, so we just got rid of him because I was like, you know what, we just want Blake Countess in, and I know Blake Countess is, he's an Auburn player, and he came from Auburn, and I go to Alabama, so that's not the best thing, but if it makes you feel any better, he's not my only Auburn player, so we're going to get into the game. We win this, we make the playoffs. I'm pretty sure. And another thing, this is at home, this isn't in the Superdome, but I was born in New Orleans, and I was raised in New Orleans, and I've lived in New Orleans for 18 years before coming to Tuscaloosa for college. So, playing against the Saints, it's my home team, and it's going to hurt to beat them. Hopefully we beat them. It's going to hurt to hopefully beat them. But I think we should do well against them. I mean, they have Ingram at quarterback. I think at running back, Phillip Rivers is their quarterback. And, lost my train of thought. But, yeah, so they're a good team. And they have an insane linebacking core. I think they have two above 90 outside linebackers, and then Brian Cushing in the middle. So, good linebacking core, so it might be hard to run against them. Oh, and it's raining. So yeah, they're going to be an interesting team. First time I played them, even though they're a division rival, it's week 14 is the first time I played them. See if we can get off to a good start and go back to the 29 there. I was hoping one of our guys would go pick up that guy on the block, but he just didn't. So yeah, we'll see what their defense is pretty early. Try to run the ball early. And then if it's not working, go to the pass game, and there's a good 10-yard run, Devontae Freeman. If I could take their outside linebackers out of the game, it's going to be fun. And, if you've stayed with me for a while, Matt Jones is the one making those kind of runs early on. Kind of got held up there, but that could have been a touchdown. But yeah, Matt Jones was doing good runs like that for a good while. And when Freeman came back, Freeman just didn't play as good as I thought he was going to. That should be oh man, that was an interesting decision there. Possibly should have just ran it. But we're actually gonna go with our gun and our four verts with Ebron in the flat. This should work for a first down. It normally does. We'll see how their defense is set up. Their defense is actually set up good for it. I don't think I got the first down there. No, in fact, it's going to be 4th and 1. Should I go for it? Decisions. I think I will. See, how close actually are we? I don't know. This is actually interesting. Hopefully we get a decent enough push. Oh yeah, Lynch definitely got it. Yeah, if you remember, we went forward on 4th down against the Chargers, and that was one of the crazier decisions I've ever made, because I could have kicked the field goal and tied it with like a minute left. But I went for it because I wanted to win. And ended up winning that game. And there goes Devontae Freeman again. this isn't a good sign for the Saints right now, that I'm running all over them. Of course, they will make adjustments and whatnot. The computer's actually pretty smart on their adjustments. Yeah, you see, they actually, looks like they blitzed that time. They were able to get off the blocks fast. Yeah, we don't have to do much if we could just keep nickeling and diming it down the field. That's more of my game anyway. Let's see, are they blitzing? They are blitzing. I know Kevin White made that was a bad, it's a very interesting animation there. Just, it seems like that happens a good bit. We're gonna, you know, let's play. I don't think I want to I'm gonna do a corner strike. Corner strike, and just in case we'll have Jakeem Grant running over the middle. I'm gonna see what kind of defense they're in first. And oh wow, Cooper actually fell. So we weren't going there. 4th and 2. This is where I think I'll kick the field goal. And I don't know how good that actually was there, and that's... Wow doesn't miss many, but he missed that one. I think that's my 3rd miss this season. 3rd or 4th. Yeah, probably should have went for it, actually. But we're good. They also have a White. Both of our teams have guys with the last name of White. And I believe they're going to be a throwing team, just because that's with the way the Saints do it. Ingram with a decent run there, though. We kind of sat back and let him have that run. They have Demaryius Thomas and Phillip Rivers. Not Demaryius Thomas, they have Julius Thomas, my bad. They're not the team with Demaryius Thomas. I don't know what I was thinking there. Good hit, Rashad Jones. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 early on. They're actually, looks like they're running the ball well, too. So we'll see if they run it here. Yeah, they have Emmanuel Sanders. Wrong Denver player. But we're all good. We're actually going to match up. Good hit. That's what I'm talking about, Darren Lee. It looked like they had a good hole. Ingram went the right way because Darren Lee was filling the hole. But Darren Lee just got there extremely fast. That's a good hit. Oh yeah, by the way, that other Auburn player we signed Jonathan Joseph. He wasn't on a practice squad, but we signed him nonetheless. So he wasn't on that little intro, this is who we've signed thing. Yeah, Jonathan Joseph, Auburn player, kind of signed him as a return guy. I mean, Cyrus Jones is still our #1 return man, but signed him just in case. We got off of that tackle, actually. And that's a -1 yard run, okay. So like I said, they're making adjustments, so we're probably going to have to throw the ball. And I think early we might test their secondary. Oh, nope. Oh, their free safety got back. Yeah. That's something I seem to do a lot. Yeah, so there's an interception. Kind of knew that was going to happen, actually. I had a feeling. Audible to a blitz. They do run it, and we're able to stop in the backfield. Cyrus Jones held him up enough for his fellow Alabama man, Reggie Ragland, to come in. They're in a 5 wide receiver set. That's the end of the first. So yeah, like I said, we're doing well right now. They're still in that 5 wide receiver set. That's interesting. I mean, we're doing well enough for it being 0-0. I do think we should be able to beat them pretty easily, actually. Not easily, but we should be able to beat them. So I think we're going to be able to beat them. Let's actually stay in cover 3. They don't have a tight end on the field. And oh wow, Rashad Jones is way farther back than I wanted him to be on that play. That's kind of that was a miss by me, I guess. That was definitely a miss by me. Not too happy about that one. 'Cause if they score first, that's when we might be getting in trouble. Wow, that guy's fast. Is that Julius Thomas? He's outrunning Cyrus Jones. Or, my bad. He's outrunning, whoever number 20 is. I don't think that's William Jackson. Oh, they have Mike Tolbert, too. Oh, and I just fell down right in front of him. Wow, that was embarrassing. Look away, everyone. So yeah, we've not started this game well. I mean, I guess we have started it well. Like, I'm probably giving a loose definition of what well is, but we haven't started the game as good as I wanted to, basically. And it looks like we might be giving up points to him here. We should have had 3 earlier. Like I said, it looks like we might be giving up points to him here. Or anything miraculous. Gonna run the ball. Yep, Jason Jones was able to get back there, so we'll limit him to 3. I'm okay with that. I just can't make stupid mistakes like I did last drive. Or miss field goals. That, This field goal was something I wasn't very proud of. Because like I said, I've done well in field goals now, but I haven't streamed in a while. It's been 3 days since I've played Madden, so that'll be one of my excuses. Let's see, return left. Let's see how that goes. I think they're gonna kick it to the left though, but not gonna be returnable whatsoever. So I did work on downfield passes a little bit, you know, off of stream, like in practice. Oh, is that going to be a holding? I think it is. Decent run, but I think there's going to be a hold. That's going to put us in 1st and long. Who was it? Zach Martin. Zach Martin seems to have a good bit of holdings against him. It's one thing about Zach Martin that has been iffy at best. Yeah, let's see. So, if the safety steps up, no safety stepped up. And if that's another holding, I swear to God. Probably shouldn't say that, but oh, that's defensive holding. Okay, DJ Moore. I'm okay with that. So basically, it's 1st and 10. We kind of lost, like, we have a net loss of 2 yards pretty much, but it's 1st and 10. And oh, that's a big run. Big hit too by, I think that was Iheanacho. But yeah, so Freeman, you know, now it's Freeman with a nice 12-yard run, and now this drive's actually is looking a lot better. Oh my God, that guy gets through almost half the time. It annoys me a little bit. See what their defense does. That safety steps up and Jakeem Grant falls down. We're still gonna throw it to him. We got 3 yards there, I think. 3rd and 8. Oh man. Their safety stepped up, but Jakeem Grant slipped. And it just made the play very interesting. So let's see, hopefully we have Cooper on the slant. We do. I don't know if he got the 1st down, though. 4th and inches. QB sneak time. I know, like, you could be like, oh man, what are you doing, man? Like, 2-minute warning, actually. But it's 4th and inches, and the QB runs are effective for at least a yard. So I think I'll be able to get it. I did it early in the game, you know, a lot better of a situation, but we should get it. Yeah, we got it. So, ooh, did I want to no huddle that? I don't think I did. Now we have a favorable line matchup. I might as well run the ball. We'll call a timeout. Yeah, so cheap little 3 yards, I guess. And now we'll go into our shotgun 4 receiver set with the tight end. Our bread and butter, pretty much. Let's see what their defense does. They're giving Jakeem Grant the 1st down, and ooh, a little bit more. If I would have realized they were going to par like the Red Sea there, I might have been able to make some moves and possibly go for a touchdown. Let's see. Thinking about going upfield to Amari Cooper, but I just don't think that's the best decision right now. We'll just hit Ebron and he'll go out of bounds. So yeah, the running game definitely got their defense stretched out a bit, and now we're just making waves pretty much. See what their defense does. They're in zone. Wow, that was iffy. That was very iffy there for a second. Try corner strike. What hash am I on? So this will be going to Cooper, and it actually looks like they're in a man. Going to Cooper. Oh man, that would have been fun. That would have been a fun little touchdown. Not a touchdown. That would have been a fun catch. So yeah, right now we're in an interesting spot. We kind of stalled out. So are they in man? What is Lynch doing? What just happened? Did y'all see that? What the hell just happened, man? I wasn't holding my controller that way. That was... I don't know what just happened. That's a cheap sack to give up, too. Now it's going to be another 42-yard field goal. We missed the first one. I think that one's good. Yeah, that one's right down the... That one's true. But, gosh, I was looking and I was like, I might have something downfield, and then I felt like my controller vibrate, and I was like, there's no way they got to me that quick, and it was just him, like, falling down. And oh, that's a bad punt. Please don't go out of bounds. Please don't go out of bounds. It's not going to go out of bounds, but Sanders is going to be able to return it. Gets to the 29. That was a very interesting kickoff. See, I think I should be good if I stay in man. They'll probably be throwing kind of downfield. Especially if Aaron Donald gets off the block like that. There's a chance we can get the ball back. No, 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 I'm not blitzing. And no, 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 am I putting Ragland on Emmanuel Sanders. I'm sorry, game. Whatever you want me to do right now just isn't happening. How did he get the ball off, man? So I'll set up 3rd and 10. Hopefully I'm in a formation where I don't think Sanders is going to be okay. So I'm okay with all this. Are they going to run the ball? There's no way they actually run the ball. They actually ran the ball. So they're conceding ball control back to me, I guess, for the end of the half. We did get the ball first, so scoring here would be, huge. I'll have to see. If they're like in a sky type of defense, maybe I won't be able to. I think I'm going to utilize Amari Cooper in this situation. And that is a hell of a punt. Don't touch that, Cyrus. That was a hell of a punt, man. Chuck Berry. Please ignore that terrible joke. But, hell of a punt. Let's see what goes on here. It's going to be our little test play. We're going downfield to Coop. Coop is past him. That's going to be a touchdown. Oh, I didn't know when I threw it, but... Oh, man. Coop just burned him at the end. It's going to be a cheap 80 yards. That is what I'm talking about. They had the safety blitz. I didn't know about standing in there and throwing it. At this point in time, I mean, their defender wasn't that bad, but Coop just took his virginity, man. And on the other side, Jalen Strong hadn't caught up to that guy yet. So yeah, I made the right decision. It's kind of a cheap play. A good throw. Coop just gets into the end zone. Like I said, kind of a cheap play, but hey, at this point in time, you take cheap plays. Cheap plays might get you into the playoffs. And that extra point should be good. So yeah, I wasn't gonna stay like passing it long, I guess, if I wouldn't have gotten anything there, but I figured I'd try it out, from the 20. Good things can happen, and this is where I'm gonna have to be good, I guess. Oop, and I believe that's Hana got over to make that tackle. I have had problems against good return men, and Emmanuel Sanders is definitely a decent return man. But yeah, so it should be throwing the ball. And he'll get nothing there, and actually he'll go backwards. He Reggie Bushed it. So we're going to be in cover 3 right here. Are they going to run the ball? If they're running the ball, they're basically I think they're going to run the ball. They do run it. Good tackle. Make him run it one more time, I guess. so they're definitely running it this time. Probably gonna double team Aaron Donald. That's a good tackle. That's gonna be the first half. They're gonna get the ball back, but I have to like how my team kind of came on towards the end there, and we took the lead. Missed the field goal early in the first half on the first drive. But I like the fact that we were able to run the ball consistently well against them. Oh man, this wind is just killing me right now. It's going to be another returnable kickoff for Sanders. To the 27. I believe that was, I think we have Kendall Fuller. It might be Kyle, but I think it's Kendall that we have. He was able to get there. Jonah actually has the other Fuller, which is actually pretty funny. And where's Rivers lined up at? Darren Lee eating the man's lunch. Might blitz. I'm actually deciding against blitzing. Oh god, we don't want that. Linebacker on Emmanuel Sanders is just asking to get a touchdown thrown against us. Jason Jones getting back there. He's actually came on late, you know. They put Sanders in the slot, and it just scares me, man. But yeah, so Jason Jones, he's definitely my worst D lineman by far. I have 390 rated, and then Jones is like an 81, I think, or an 82. But he's actually held his own, I think, because the linemen, like, you know, go to protect the side that all my good players are on. Cyrus Jones with a decent looking return. The reason I have Cyrus Jones returning punts, I actually think Jakeem Grant is a much better return man. But I do like Cyrus Jones back there, just because he returned one against Michigan State. He returned, oh my gosh, what was that animation? Kind of just like shuffle-footed there. Did y'all see that? Let's go back to it. Yeah, it's like he thought he was behind a lineman, but he really was, oh god. But he really wasn't, and that kind of sucks, because I could have hit that hole. But Freeman's actually had not a breakout game, but I mean, this is one of the best, possibly the best he's been all season. He's playing really well. Oh, and I threw it right at their freaking D lineman. What was that? Oh man, I was just asking for that to be an interception. So we'll go with our cheese, our empty tray. We won't go all out this time, for obvious reasons. Jakeem Grant should have a first down easily, but it does that weird catch animation again, but we're able to get it. I actually think we might challenge them deep downfield. We'll have the little drag route to Ebron. Yep, Ebron slipped, and that was our only outlet. I wasn't throwing the ball downfield. And that's defensive holding, actually, so we get bailed out by DJ Moore again. Let's see, what hash am I actually on? They're actually in tight man. I'm not so sure about that. What? Oh, wow. Okay. He actually, like, the corner just, like, went up on him or something. So if he would have caught the ball and just, like, started running, I would have been in good position, but he didn't start running. Oh, a good juke there for Jakeem Grant. Definitely liked him this part of the season, too. Up, and I wanted to run the ball this time. I guess we'll just do that. No, I'm not doing that. The recipe's for disaster. I thought Grant might have burned that guy, but didn't. But that's going to set us up to run on 2nd and 2. See, I wanted to run, but I just like quickly pressed A. My mind, defaulted to A. Favorable matchup on that side of the line. We're the pistol. And we won't have the first down. No, we won't. Yeah, so if you're, that's not what I wanted to do. We don't have a favorable matchup anywhere. I'm just gonna call a timeout. I get caught by just free-clicking A sometimes. We're gonna QB run this. And if you see that, the drive goal is for Lynch to tie Jameis Winston's rookie pass touchdown record, who coincidentally did it for the Buccaneers. Let's go to suggestions real quick. We're going to keep running the ball. I like to go to suggestions if we're going to run it. If I'm going to pass it, I won't. But they do this like inside zone split, which seemingly works very well. And that time the linebacker actually had it covered good. But I think from that we're just going to run the ball for the rest of the. Throw the ball for the rest of this drive. Try to do our little drag route cheese. Not that I really want to call it cheese, but we'll try to do that. Let's see what their defense does. They kind of blitzed, but they just left Jakeem Grant open. That's the man that eats your lunch when you leave him open. I kind of want to do a fade, but I don't want to get it picked off. Is there a play type that's just fade? Oh, their shotgun pass. Fade smash, that's not what I want to do. Just a little fade, man. We're actually going to do this mesh post. See if we could hit Devontae Freeman out of the backfield. And yeah, we can, but the throw was bad. Oh, wow. Lynch kind of, Lynch let himself down there. And the halfback counter was a good one. Right to 3. I think I'm going to pass it here. I like passing on third and short. And we've had problems in pass games just not being able to punch the ball in with the run game. So I actually don't know why I'd do that. Just try to draw them away if they're in man, and then have Grant. It's not letting me click Y. There we go. Have Grant running across. And nope, another bad throw by Paxton Lynch. And I think we're just going to go for it here. I guess I'm getting a little too, proud of my going for it, but I think at the 3, I think we could afford to, because we are shutting them down a fair bit. Let's see, we're going to have that Jakeem Grant, and we're not going to have it. Possibly should have looked somewhere else. They were in zone. They did well, but yeah, so I think they're going to have to run the ball, though. I don't want to run commit. I think they're going to run the ball, but I don't want to run commit for obvious reasons. And they don't get a yard there. Mark Ingram 10 rushes, 8 yards. That's not anything good. Probably going to keep running the ball. I don't know if they're going to get into we have to throw the ball now, because they do throw a pick, they basically end the game. I think they'd much rather, or they'd rather a lot more being able to punt the ball away from the end zone than throwing a pick. Oh, they fullback ran it. It's an interesting play call with Tolbert. Points allowed. It says season ranked 31, but we're the first ranked defense in the league. So don't let that fool you. I should have changed it. Oh, they fullback run it again, and Aaron Donald was there. So we're going to have one last drive. Hopefully we run the clock out. I'm okay with a 10-3 win. Bo lost to this New Orleans team. I mean, we probably should have more. We should at least have 2 field goals pretty much. But I'd be okay with a 10-3 win. And, oh, that's a bad punt. Cyrus Jones is going to get it. Can he return this one? No, he can't. I couldn't cut fast enough. So we're already in field goal range. So a field goal does make this, field goal will make this not unreachable, but it'll put us out of scoring distance, basically. Devontae Freeman! That's a run. That is a run and a half. As much as I wanted to tie that that Jameis Winston passing touchdown. Oh my God! And I missed I missed a PAT. This wind has been killing me. It looked like it was in, and I looked like I didn't do that bad. Now, before you laugh at me, know that on those, like on kickoffs, it's different, but on those, the little broadcasting thing at the bottom of the screen does get in the way. Not making any excuses whatsoever, because I shouldn't have missed that, but I really thought that was in. And I actually thought I pushed it the other way, if I would have pushed it anyway, but 2 missed extra points this game. I'm not going to pass. I'm not going to pass commit, I guess. I know if they were passing it, so I could have. Get a nice pass. I think that's Roddy White, who I don't think is in the league anymore. Are they going to run it? Well, I guess that answers my question. I actually want to be a man. It's interesting that he didn't drop that. So we're actually going to stay in man. I think that's my best bet right now. Unless they put Sanders in the slot, just because I don't know off the top of my head how to oh, and they ran that nice pass to Ingram. That's a good play call actually. They ran that like sideways V route with Ingram. Actually, now I didn't stream this, but when in 16, our first franchise, I did that on the first play of my first game to Le'Veon Bell, who coincidentally I traded like after. I thought I was in man. I had Spiller get open like that, but and I ran that and it was like an 80-yard touchdown, and I was like, wow, this is going to be a good franchise. But my problem was I was starting Brett Hundley, and before you laugh at me, you know, it was my fault. I forgot to draft a QB, which seems like I do it often. So I started Brett Hundley first week. That is a good pass and pressure. Just seems like this does happen often, where like my defense kind of slacks off. I am in man. I could be playing in zone, but I just like being in man here because I don't want Sanders to be, you know, flying through everywhere. But yeah, so that was my first touchdown. I ended up winning the Super Bowl 3 years later, behind the arm of Marcus Mariota, of all people. And it was after I traded Le'Veon Bell. And I actually played Le'Veon Bell in the Super Bowl. That's a different story, though. But yeah, I traded him to the Bengals, and I ended up playing the Bengals in the Super Bowl. And they just couldn't run the ball against me because I had a really strong D-line, much like I have now. How did he get off of that? That's Aaron Donald, man. Ingram's not getting off of Aaron Donald like that. And I even pressed the right button. Stupid tackle battles, man. 2-minute warning. They don't score if they kick a field goal or something like that. I think I'm going to put in some of the receivers I just signed. Nope, Aaron Donald got through. Yep, that's going to be a throwaway. Yeah, so I had a really good D-line, much like I have now, pretty much. Yeah, cover 3 drop. If they do score here, I'd be quite impressed, honestly. I don't have any... And okay, I thought they were actually going to score that. I was like, man, I have 4 defenders just right around him, and no one's going to step up and take that out. So yeah, we're actually going to put in some rookies at this point. We're going to put in Coker. We're going to put in Kenneth Dixon. And we're going to put in Robbie Anderson, Sharon Peak. Shaquem Grant's going to stay in, actually. And Tyreek Hill instead. Yeah, we're going to put in Tyreek Hill. So, just so we don't have any, you know, freak injuries or anything like that. And we get to run Kenneth Dixon behind our good O-line. We're going to call timeout. Hopefully I don't put myself in a passing down. 'Cause I probably would pass it, honestly. I'd probably just, like, throw it deep or something. Try to arm punt it. And, oh, I thought we were going to get a first down. Yep, you know what? I could run the ball, but I think I'm going to try to arm punt it. With Coker. It might be blitzing, though, so I'd watch out for that. We do have Jakeem Grant in the game. Robbie Anderson, who is fast and also tall. Are they blitzing? Arm punt. Oh, Robbie Anderson's beat him. Oh man, Coker just missed. Yeah, so that's my Josh's questionable decision of the week, but hey, Robbie Anderson actually had that guy beat. We all saw it. Put some backspin on this ball. Should be a good punt. Is it in the end zone? It's not in the end zone. Oh my god, it backspun so much. Oh man, I had a backspin earlier where like it like hit the ground, went a few yards like back, and just bounced into the end zone. And then like the second bounce was the one where it would have really backspinned, but this time it didn't do that. And oh god, I think Emmanuel Sanders was on a linebacker. Once again, that's one of those just asking for them to throw a touchdown against me. They still found Emmanuel Sanders, but yeah, I'd much rather him against the zone than having him one-on-one with a linebacker. They're definitely going to keep him in the slot, though. So we get the ball back. At this point, if we get the ball back and they don't score, I'm going to say the game's a one game. And I'm probably going to put Lynch back in and try to just throw it deep downfield. You know, call me what you will. I'm actually going to start looking, too, because I don't know how late this game was. We're going to call timeout. Yeah. I'm going to keep looking at the bottom of the screen, because I don't know how late this game was, and see if we could find the Falcons score. Because that score is big for me, and it's big for Bo. Because Bo is a game ahead of the Rams. Pretty sure he still plays the Rams. It's going to be 4th and 7. Indy's beating Houston. Houston's a good team, too. Wish we could just run around the D-line still. They took that away, and that upsets me. We got around their guy. There's a flag on the play. Did he drop it? I hope it's not defensive holding. It's holding. Offensive holding. Yeah, so he didn't catch it, so that's a turnover on downs. And we're going to put Paxton Lynch back in, and we're going to try to... Now, call me a dick or anything, but I'm going to try to tie the rookie touchdown record. And I'm going to try to do it with my backup receivers, with Robbie Anderson and with Sharon Peak and Jakeem Grant. Robbie Anderson, by the way, 6'3", and he has like 95 speed. You know, he's a good player. We're just going to throw it up to Robbie Anderson. And did he catch it? He caught it! Oh, wow. Robbie Anderson. Yeah, I wasn't expecting for that to happen, but it did. We'll look back at the replay. Line played well. I just threw it up. Look at this. I did aggressive catch it. I don't know Robbie Anderson's spec catch, but that's just a good catch. And what kind of sucks is if I was looking at the Peak didn't have him beat. But I could have thrown it to Jakeem Grant like right there, but I'd already thrown the ball, I guess. And I was just trying to go for glory. But yeah, so we've tied the rookie touchdown record, which means we definitely should. I'm not going for 2. I mean, I know I looked like an asshole just now, especially against like my team, like the Saints are my team. But anytime I can tie a record, I'll tie that record. Did Aguayo make that one? He did. This win just really is being something insane right now. And this should be out of the back of the end zone. I'm going to try to kick a field goal here, actually. I know we kicked it as powerful as we could. So that's Robbie Anderson's first career catch, believe it or not. And it's a touchdown. Nice 40-yard touchdown. San Diego's destroying Carolina. Now this is where I'm definitely going to have to look on the screen to see if the Falcons won or not. Baltimore, New England is the Monday night game. Oakland beat KC. Final alert. Oh, Buffalo beat Pittsburgh. Yeah, so that AFC is heating up. The AFC is definitely heating up. Nice block. Final alert. Tennessee beat Denver. actually punting. Alfred Blue with 15 attempts, 55 yards. If y'all want to know anything, I went to the same high school as Alfred Blue, so that's pretty funny. And so let's see. I should have put Jonathan Jones back to return. Final alert: Cincinnati beat Cleveland. It was not for Cleveland. And I'm gonna just keep trying to be an asshole. See if I can set the record. Can we get some hey diddle diddle Robbie Anderson down the seam, I guess? Arizona beat Miami. Yeah, so those playoff races are definitely heating up. Oh, Robbie Anderson, I thought, caught another one. So these are all the games ending. I think we might have had like a noon game or something. I can't tell if it's supposed to be bright or not outside because, for obvious reasons. San Diego beat Carolina. Would have seen that one coming. We got Robbie Anderson deep downfield against the safety, and Robbie Anderson makes the catch. I'm really enjoying Robbie Anderson right now. We're gonna do a fade. We're gonna do a nice fade to Robbie Anderson here. And that probably should have been picked. Yeah. So I don't think the Falcons game actually happened yet. Which kind of sucks, because I really want to see the score of that one. Interesting throw there. I don't know why I'm trying to get this to Robbie Anderson. It doesn't have to be to Robbie Anderson whatsoever. It could be to anyone. Let's see. That one could have been picked. Am I going to kick a field goal for the field goal stat or not? No. I've gone for it enough on 4th down this game. 4th and goal, though, and that's actually not what I want to do. Robbie Anderson's not going to get... Actually, he dropped the ball. A little interesting thing there, but... Can we get a pick? No, but that's ball game, 23-3. I play them again in 3 weeks, I think. Yeah, because I actually play them in 2 weeks. I want to say, because I think I end the season with the what's it called? I think I end the season with the Panthers. So, but we've won that game. I don't know why I'm showing y'all this. Yeah, and we're going up there on the confidence train. Let's see, Coop had a decent game. He's an 87 rated. Yeah, so that wins us the division if the Falcons lose. And show you the schedule for the rest of the year to see what you could watch for. I play at the Cowboys, at the Saints. So yeah, I play them again in 2 weeks. And I play against the Panthers. So that's a little preview. Stay tuned for those. Whenever Bo gets back, stay tuned for those because they still have to play their games before I can advance and stuff. So this has been J Perkins 689S. Thanks for watching.